I'm sure you made the right decision. It wasn't really a decision, was it? Whatever the rights or wrongs of the situation, you made the right decision. If you say so, Mrs. Davidson. Oh, I do.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, get out of my way.
Oh, Steve, George, go, quick! Steve!
Let go, let me go.
Get up!
Well, who the hell's this?
You gonna let me out or not?
Not until you answer a few questions.
Yeah, well, I haven't done nothing to you.
Well, you nicked our lunch for a start.
And you've been trespassing.
And we'd like to know the reason why.
Yeah, well, if you don't let me go, I'm warning you, you're gonna be in big trouble.
Oh, and what's a big brave boy gonna do? You know, I don't fancy a chance of taking on the three of us. And Lizzie here's a real terror when she gets going.
Yeah, well, I'll call the cops, and you could all end up in the clink.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Sonny, but we got no choice.
Yeah, it's the cheapest rent in town, you know.
Home from home.
You mean you're all cons?
Well, we prefer to call ourselves guests of Her Majesty, if you don't mind.
But, well, look, why didn't you say so? You can help me.
And why should we?
Well, I'm on the run. The cops are after me.
Oh, we'd already figured that one out.
Yeah, but I didn't do it. At least I didn't mean to. Look, if you let me explain, I'll tell you
Oh,
everything.
I reckon it's worth having a bit of a listen, Bee.
Well...
Hey, there's somebody coming.
Right.
Oh, Doreen, you're useless. Look at the mess you've made. You better clean it up before they even cuts themselves. We're coming, Mr. Fletcher.
What's going on?
Mr. Fletcher, I just dropped this cup and I'm picking it up, you know?
Well, come on, all of you, outside. We need to make a start in that garden. Come on, Burns. Put some elbow grease into it.
I'm fed up with this, Mr. Fletcher. I've got better things to do inside.
Yeah, like in the roof, for instance.
The roof? What are you talking about? Oh, it's just like in the Telly Mouse. There's a fella up in the roof.
A fella?
Your voice down. Mr. Plod's just over there. Come on, Dor, tell me about your fella.
Oh, well, he's not mine.
Well, not yet he isn't, but she's working on it.
Oh, he's a lovely young chap. God, I wish I was 30 years younger.
And you'd still be his grandmother.
Come on, cut the chatter and get on with it.
Excuse me, young man.
I think she secretly fancies me.
He's a real spunk mouse. He's on the run for something, but he couldn't have done nothing too bad because he's too nice.
I'll grow up, Doreen. He could be a murderer for all we know.
Oh, well, we're not exactly squeaky clean, you know.
Oh, Dor!
Oh, sorry, Bea. I didn't mean nothing by it. Just I like him, that's all.
Of course you do. He's wearing pants, isn't he?
Not for much longer.
Not like that. I just think he's nice.
Oh, so do I, love. Well, what do you think, Bee?
I'm reserving my judgment. But if he gets out of line, I get a good thump around the ears, and I don't care who it upsets.
It's not just the noise. It's just that I can't find out anything about this organization you seem to belong to.
Yes, well, we're a charitable organization, Mrs. Reed.
Well, I must say, you don't seem to be very charitable. You or your friend there.
What do you mean?
You just stand around and watch while the women do all the hard work. It's almost as though you give the orders and they jump to it. Now, in all the charities I belong to, we all pull together.
Yes, no. Birdsworth, where do you think you're off to?
Oh, it's these cold winds, Mr. Fletcher. Just have to go to the toilet. Won't be a sec.
Don't you think it's about time you told me exactly what you're up to?
And it's not as if it's full time. You'll only spend 2 days in reception. The rest of your work duties will be spent in the laundry with your friends.
Oh, gee, Mrs. Davidson, I don't know. I don't think I'm exactly the secretary type.
Well, it's not exactly that kind of job. I'm sure you'll be able to handle it. Alison Page proved very efficient.
Yeah, but she was more the type. I mean, I'd be more at home on a forklift.
Oh, nonsense. You'll pick it up in no time.
Pick it up, forklift. Well, you sure make it hard for a girl to say no.
Then you will try it?
Yeah, why not?
Splendid. You'd better report to Miss Scott right away. She will show you the procedure, and there's no point in wasting any time.
You're the boss.
Do you really think Brian can handle the job?
Well, we need someone in reception now that Alison Page has been released. I'm glad you withdrew the charges on that poor woman. It could have been some time before she was returned to her family.
Well, I didn't want you to think I was being pig-headed. I realize the pressure you've been under.
Well, this job is never easy, but for some reason this week it's just been impossible.
Well, if there's any way I can help.
Thank you. We shall be working together very closely for the next couple of months. So I would like our relationship to be a happy one.
I'm sure it will be.
Come in.
Sorry, Mrs. Davidson, but there's quite a crowd outside the front gates. I think it's some sort of demonstration. They've got placards and they're chanting slogans.
Demonstrators?
Yes.
That's all I needed. Well, I suppose we'd better check on it.
Do you think there'll be any trouble?
I doubt it. These demonstrations are usually just nuisance value.
Hey, you can come down now. It's safe.
You sure?
Yeah, all the others are outside. I said I wanted to go to the toot. I thought you might like to stretch your legs.
Geez, thanks, Mrs.
Lizzie, you can call me Lizzie. Everybody does.
Oh, Peter Richards.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Peter. I expect you must be feeling like a bite. I reckon there should be some sandwiches left.
Look, I feel a bit bad about pinching your lunch today.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You know that one with the red hair called Bee? Well, she's sort of a boss around here, and she doesn't really like you being here. She reckons she's going to thump you if you cause any trouble, so you watch your step. She's a good mate of mine, but she can be heavy.
Yeah, I mean, what can she do to me? The only thing I'm worried about is the cops. I mean, I don't want to end up in prison.
Well, we got to keep you away from them, haven't we? I spent more than half my life inside, so I wouldn't wish that on a dog.
Half your life? What'd you do?
Oh, it's a long story. Anyway, I'm getting out next week, so I suppose it's all for the best.
Jesus, they got to be crazy. Fancy putting someone as nice as you in the nick.
Oh, go on.
Freedom now! 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 Freedom now!
Well, isn't that an appetizing-looking bunch? Should we call the police?
Oh, I don't think that's necessary. I've seen quite a few demonstrations. Mostly, they're just students letting off steam. Idealistic crusaders.
That lot doesn't look very idealistic to me.
Well, whatever they are, there's no point in antagonizing them. Just leave them to their own devices. They'll soon get tired and go home.
Freedom now! Freedom now! Freedom now! Freedom now! Freedom now! Freedom now! Freedom now!
We'll see.
Freedom now! Freedom.
Thanks for the sandwich. It's great.
Well, we got to keep your strength up, haven't we? How'd you manage before we got here?
I've been okay. My little brother Martin's been helping me. He's a great little kid. I'm a bit worried about him getting involved in this, though.
Martin? I met a little kid called Martin down the milk bar. Lovely little kid. Cheeky smile, snowy hair.
Yeah, that's him. Poor little bugger. He's got asthma, though.
Well, what do you know? I wondered why he was hanging around here.
I hope nobody else has noticed him. I don't want people to start hanging around here.
Oh, so he's the one who's been looking after you, has he?
Yeah. He's about the only one in the family that'll have a bar of me now. He usually brings me something hot every day, you know. Fish and chips or something. Actually, he should be around any moment now.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go and keep an eye out for him. And Dor here, she'll have a talk to you, won't you, Dor?
Yeah, anyway, Fletcher's getting a bit toey because you haven't been around for a while, you know?
Well, I better put in an appearance, hadn't I?
Doreen, is that?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Peter.
Oh. You okay?
How do you mean?
Well, stuck up in the roof all that time. I mean, you mustn't have had much room to move around.
Oh, it's okay. It's sort of an attic up there. It's a bit cold, I suppose, but I haven't got much choice. I mean, where else can I go?
What did you do?
You think I'm stupid if I tell you.
Oh, no, I won't, honest. I mean, I haven't been an angel all my life, you know.
Well, I don't even know how I got in such a mess. Well, me and me two mates, we got a bit smashed too many times, you know. I suppose I shouldn't have even been driving. Anyway, they said let's do a bust on a service station. I thought they were kidding. I mean, I buy my petrol at that service station. Didn't think they were going to go through with it. Anyway, I drove them down to the service station.